Hello, everybody. Excuse me. A little bit earlier than I thought it was going to be. Oh, shit. Didn't realize that was as loud as it is.
Hello, everybody.
But everybody can hear me. That's good. Always have to do that little sound check beforehand. Some people have actually asked me why I do that all the time. It's because when I first started streaming years and years and years ago, there was one occasion where I was 7 minutes in, and there was only two people watching, so it wasn't a big deal. But there was two people watching, and nobody could hear me. And I think it was someone, because someone left a comment, "How come you're not talking?" And then I realised my mic was muted. And yeah, that's why I always check the sound beforehand. But yeah, anyways, welcome to episode 31 of Tyrrell United. Wow, it's crazy to think that we're that far in. And yeah, hopefully we can get where we want to be very soon. There is something, before I talk about the last episode and before I get into what's happening today. I am aware at the moment, because it's literally, happened in one of my career modes. There is a glitch in the Champions League, and you've actually seen a little bit of it in this career mode, where obviously they took the Russian teams out of FIFA. We all know why. Don't need to get into it. But because of this, there is a glitch in the Champions League where in one group there will be a team that has no crest. It'll say team name abbreviation 485, but sometimes it'll say Grimsby Town, which is weird. But if you're in the Champions League when this happens, it is making people forfeit games because the game's codes are getting mixed up and they're inserting you in the fake and the non-existing club's Champions League spot where the Russian team would be, and it's making people forfeit games. So hopefully that won't come into play in our in this career mode when we play in the Champions League, which I hope is next season. And fingers crossed we can get through it with no interruptions. I mean, it's crazy. Every time I load up FIFA 22 now, I'm getting spammed with FIFA 23 news. And I am hoping in September to buy a PS5, because obviously I will want to start streaming FIFA 23 as well. And hopefully with FIFA 23, I would be able to stream on the PS5, which would be great. But anyways, let's get into the last episode, which I believe, yes, started with this 4-0 win against Watford, where Dylan Tyrrell scored a hat-trick and Jan Kucic got the other one, which was great. Then we beat Norwich 2-1 in a simmed game. We drew 0-0 with Derry in the Conference League. A game I had to restart just to prove a point. But we ended up coming second in the Conference League, which everyone knows I am fuming about. But we then simmed the next game against Newcastle and 1-2-1. And then we absolutely battered Liverpool at Anfield 6-0, despite making some changes. It was absolutely crazy. But it was a great way to wrap up what was a very successful episode overall. And today's episode, the games don't get much easier to begin with. Manchester United at home. So obviously the team I support in real life, which is always interesting when we come up against United. We then play Aston Villa away, which I think I will play. Probably will sim this game against Fulham and maybe do an... interactive sims don't normally go well for me against Brighton. But I'm kind of on the fence about whether I'm going to play this game against Brighton. But maybe I will. Then we can do a little bit of transfer business, and I'm sure we'll have the FA Cup game here then, the third round game, whoever that may be, because I wouldn't mind signing that new midfielder in this episode, because Gavi will obviously be leaving on the 1st of January, so it should be interesting. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into this game against Manchester United. I'm going to go with the full strength team. The predicted lineup for United is very interesting. De Gea still in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire and Alexandro at the back. Kamara as the CDM. Fred and Bruno, the two centre midfielders. Rashford on the right, Sancho on the left. Diallo up front. That's a weird one. Interesting. Anyways, let's get into it. I might make it overcast weather just because sometimes the shadows on the pitch can annoy me, and I don't like it. So, yeah. Didn't mean that. Game speed can stay slow. Overcast. And here we go. Need to take off my bloody jumper as well, because it is absolutely roasting in my room right now. Obviously, when I work, we all complain in the office that it's too cold. But when I'm at home, it's quite warm. Get my drink here as well. But here we go. Dylan Tyrrell up against the team he supports in real life. 17 goals in the league so far this season. It says the competition record is 32. But I know he beat that last season. I think it was 35 he got in the end. Can he get there again this season and maybe beat it? We'll see. He did get 2 hat-tricks in the last episode. One against Watford and one against Liverpool. Fred is actually captaining United, which is interesting considering Harry Maguire is in the team, who is the club captain in real life, and you have players like Varane, De Gea, Bruno's there. But they've opted for Fred. I mean, Bruno, for me, would have been the choice there, or Varane, but... Anyways. Right. Diallo, I think, is playing up front. I just kind of want to... Everyone knows our team, so that's fine. I want to quickly check United's team, which I think would be here, isn't it? Yeah. So, if we have a look, yeah, the predicted lineup is the same, but on the bench, Torgan Hazard, Jesse Lingard still there, Eric Bailly, Rafa Mir, João Palhinha, Victor Lindelof, and Dean Henderson, who I did consider going for as a goalkeeper, just to, you know, use him as the number 1. But I went with Ramsdale just because... Look, listen, we have Donny, we have Malacia. I didn't want to... Or, you know, current United players in real life. Just to not show any bias. Oh my god, Kutcha, how have you missed that? Oh, what a chance to take an early lead. It had De Gea beat, but unfortunately it beat the post. Oh, that's disappointing. That is very disappointing. I thought the referee was one of my players there for a second. I was like, why'd you move? Then I realised it was the ref. He's wearing a dark colour, so it makes it look like he's one of our players, which is kind of annoying. I know MGH has that problem in his career mode. Anytime he wears the away kit, the referee seems to be wearing the same colour. I wish the game would just recognise things like that. Like, I hate how teams only have 1 goalkeeper jersey as well. Well, Fred's offside. Because, obviously in real life, clubs have 3 goalkeeper jerseys normally, or at least 2. But in the game, for some reason, they only have the 1. Which doesn't make any sense. And I hope and create a club next season, as well as like adding sponsors and, you know, putting text on crests and all that. I just hope we're able to fucking give clubs a 3rd kit. I hate how you're only allowed to have 2 kits. I'm going to take the free kick there. I was trying to take the free kick, referee, come on! Oh, that was completely in range for Dylan Tyrrell, but it wouldn't allow me to just take the free kick. That was frustrating. Anyways. It's a ball. Bradley will get... Ramsdale will get there. And I just hate that, like, even in, like, that you can't edit the goalkeeper kit. They just give you a generic one. Like, create a club. Like, it's a great mode, and I do love it. And I love, like, this career mode in particular, but I just hate how the editing options are very limited. Oh, fuck's sake. Unless you have mods on PC, but, like, obviously not everyone has them. Oh, bollocks. And it's Bruno Fernandes, I think. No, it's not Bruno. Who's that? Is that Palhinha? Oh, it is Bruno. Sorry, it is Bruno. It's 1-0 to United, which I normally would be elated with, but this time round, it's not Manchester United who I wanted to score. Completely done me there, Rashford, and Bruno smacked it into the top corner. It didn't look like Bruno for a second. And Polinia's on the bench. How could it have been Polinia? But anyway, 1-0. Bruno with the goal. United, of course, did win a pre-season game today behind closed doors against Wrexham. Christian Eriksen scoring on his first appearance, which is good to see. Bruno's only got 5 goals this season, which is weird. Oh, well done, Bradley. I really wish Bradley was even 2 years younger. I hate the fact that he's already 30 in Season 3. Because I would have loved him to have been the captain, like, to the end of this career mode, but, you know. I feel like we'd probably have to replace him next season. Oh, Fred! Ooh, right at the keeper, thank God. Oh, that scoreboard glitch, it's so annoying, man. Honestly, that glitch has been in FIFA for like 3 years or 4 years. And they just don't seem to want to fix it. Donny van de Beek! Good save by David De Gea. Oh, Donny nearly scoring against his former team. But De Gea did make a fantastic save. Is Cullen. Oh, Kutcha, come on, man. Oh, well done, Hodgson. Good man. Kutcha. Kutcha makes up for the earlier miss. Now, as everyone knows, I don't celebrate goals against United. It's 1-1. Kutcha, who could have scored very early on, gets the ball from Hodgson, who did all the hard work, did really well to get the ball there. Gets the assist now as well. And Kutcha, who is back amongst the goals, continues his good form. And we do equalise against Manchester United. I love the home jersey this season because it's different from the previous two. You know, and I don't know if I'll stick with Nike for next season. And yes, I do know that you don't have to have the same kit manufacturer for the home season. The home jersey and the away jersey. But it's just to keep it kind of somewhat realistic. Like, there's some areas where I like to keep it realistic. There's other areas where I'll expand a bit. You know what I mean? But, listen, to each their own. Hey, JJ, what's the crack, man? Oh, Jesus Christ, I nearly choked on my own spit there. I'm good, pal. How are you? Well, I won't be good now in a second, though, if Diallo scores here. Ooh. Just over the bar from Amad Diallo, who will be... It'll be interesting to see how he develops at United now under Ten Hag, because he's obviously a player that a lot of people like and has a lot of potential, but will he be given that chance? Remains to be seen. Honestly, I don't like Diallo in FIFA. I've used him in a couple of career modes and it's just not clicked for me. Oh, okay. Doing good. What have I missed so far? Not much, to be honest. JJ, we're still in the first game. It is 1-1. Kutcha missed a chance very early on, and Bruno then scored for United, but Kutcha did make up for it by equalising. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So nothing too exciting just yet. Not that it's not exciting, but nothing too crazy yet. It's been a competitive game. But, oh, and also I was just addressing that there's a bit of a glitch in FIFA at the moment with the Champions League. But hopefully it won't affect us. Playing United, yes. This is the game I always... I don't like seeing United lose, but I also don't want to lose this game for the sake of the career mode. So it's always a weird one. Donny, ooh, good save by De Gea. I love Donny van de Beek, but like fucking hell, I feel like every chance he gets in this game, it gets saved. Like with Gavi was just missing chances. Donny is just having his chances saved. But Gavi also couldn't pass the ball to save his fucking life. Oh. St. Maximin. I will read that comment in a second. Let me just have this chance here with St. Maximin. Straight into here. Got another deal done, United have. Yeah, well, Lissandra Martinez... Ow, my fucking finger. Lissandra Martinez was confirmed today, which is good to see. Or announced today, I should say. So, bloody hell, I'm being pushed back way too much here. What the fuck? Oh, Christ, United really are putting on the press. Tyrrell... Oh, bollocks. Well, I like that United are being competitive, because I hate when I go into career mode and I see United are struggling. But this has actually been a tough game. A lot tougher than the Liverpool one, if you know, you know. Oh, it's a great ball. Dylan Tyrrell. Over David De Gea. I won't celebrate. But what a fucking goal. I thought maybe I'd put too much on it. But, no. That goal reminds me a lot of Danny Welbeck against Swansea. David Moyes' first ever Premier League game in charge. What a goal. Seems like every team today pulled out for Ronaldo. Yeah. You know what, JJ? I'm so sick of hearing about all the updates at Ronaldo's. I'm not getting stuck on you, by the way. I mean the updates on Twitter. I don't mind having a conversation about it. I just realised that sounded like I was getting stuck on you. I'm not. I'm just sick of seeing, like, Simon Stone, for example, going, oh, here's the update on Ronaldo. And I'm not getting stuck on Simon Stone either. I know it's his job, but I'm like, Ronaldo, man, I love you, but if you want to leave, just fucking leave. And I get that, like, Ten Hag... Oh, bollocks! Oh, what a save. I get that Ten Hag wants to keep him and stuff. Bloody hell. But, like, if the man is that adamant to leave, it's like, let him go. And as you say, like, a lot of teams have pulled out for him. The Atletico one I found was very strange. I would have been very surprised to see him go there. I reckon he would have gone to fucking Man City before he'd went to fucking Atletico. Not to say he would have gone to Man City. Well, I mean, maybe he would have, I don't know. But Atletico, I mean, dude, are you that desperate to leave? You know what I mean? Jacob Hodgson, 3-1. I don't celebrate any goals. Don't celebrate any goals against United. But Hodgson needed a goal, so fair play to him. Twitter, Sky Sports News, same update for like a month. Yeah, and I'm just like... I don't know. I still think he's going to stay, just because just nobody seems to want him. And it's not that they don't want Ronaldo. I think it's more, it's a lot of money for a player who's only going to be around for a couple of years. And I don't think he wants to take a pay cut. I've no doubt that he loves United and that, you know, that he wanted it to work and whatnot. But I know, like, he's probably desperate to win the Champions League again and he wants to compete for league titles and stuff. And let's be honest, United, like, I think we can have a good season, but I don't think we'll be challenging for the title just yet. Not this season. Listen, stranger things have happened, but my expectations are low for a title challenge. But I reckon we can have a solid, you know, top 4 season and do well in the Europa League. What a strike by Cullen. De Jong update is all to the same. Just get it done. Yeah, with De Jong, I mean, I was quite excited at first. I thought, like, Jesus, this could actually be a really good signing. Now I'm just kind of like, I'm not really too pushed. I'm going to give Donny a rest. Bring on Gavi. Going to also bring on Santos for St. Maximin. And Goddard, I think, for Kocha. Kucha, even. Why Kocha? More confident in the Europa League and use the cup games to the advantage. Yeah, that's always the advantage of being in the Europa League. I mean, I actually like the Europa League overall in terms of, I think it's a good competition. I don't want to be in it ever again after this season, but it's a good competition, and obviously it's, you know, it gives you another chance to qualify for the Champions League. I mean, look at what it did for oh, unlucky. Look at what it did for the teams that benefited from it. Like, obviously, you know, ourselves in 2017, we didn't have a great year in the league, but it didn't matter because we won the Europa League. Despite coming 6th in the league, we won the Europa League and got back into the Champions League. So it can be it can be a good competition if you want it to be a good competition. And every time we've been in it recently, you know, we've gone far in it. Obviously, semi-finals in 2020, final in 2021. So we are notorious for doing well in it for the most part. I mean, I know the first 2 times we were in it as the Europa League didn't go so well. Both times we came third in the Champions League group and got knocked out in the last 16. But obviously, the last few times we've been in it, we've gone deep in it. So hopefully we can win it. Regardless of getting top 4, I want to win the Europa League. Oh. And the finals are actually normally good. The Europa League finals. They're actually entertaining games. Oh, what a run by Tyrrell. Goddard! Oh, good block, I think, by Maguire. Sorry, someone's after just getting onto me. Okay, sorry. Again, as I say, people only get onto me when I'm streaming about important things, but it's all good. But what was I just saying? Oh yeah, the Europa League. Yeah, the finals are normally good. I mean, fucking, like, you know, I was just talking about how we benefited in 2017. I mean, Frankfurt won it last season, and they finished closer to the relegation zone in the Bundesliga than they did to the top 4, but yet they're going to be playing Champions League football next season. So that's, you know, that's the beauty of the competition, is that it opens up those extra Champions League places. So yeah. Oh, it's a good ball in! But it's headed away, and we do get the win here against United. Dylan Tyrrell scoring one of the goals of the season, but we decided not to celebrate. Who the fuck is that meant to... Is that meant to be Rangnick? That looks nothing like him. But we stay on top, and we get the win. I was rooting for Rangers mainly because they had 2 former Oxford United players in Roof and Lundstrom. Yeah, I personally couldn't shout for Rangers for obvious reasons. But I will always give credit where it's due, even if I'm not a fan of the club. For Rangers to get to a European final was, you know, fair play to them. It was impressive, but I personally now myself couldn't shout for Rangers. But respect to them for getting to the final, and it was a close game, the final. I really enjoyed the final. I tell you what, it was a better game than the fucking Champions League final was. Champions League final, Real Madrid and Liverpool. Obviously I was delighted with the result because Real Madrid won, but bloody hell, it was not a good final. It really wasn't. But up next we have Aston Villa. I remember Fulham in the final. I was down when they lost. Really wanted them in the Champions League. If the only thing about that year, though, is if the Europa League didn't get you into the Champions League back then. So even if Fulham had won it, they would have only been in. They would have been back in the Europa League the following season. The first year the Europa League winners qualified for the Champions League was 2015. Sevilla beat Dnipro in the final, a club that don't actually exist anymore. Or Dnipro, I think is how you say it. Just thinking, will I make any changes? Don't think I need to. I can just go with the first team. Past few Champions League finals haven't been that good. Yeah, I mean, Real Madrid and Liverpool wasn't great. Chelsea, Man City was probably better, but that's not saying much. The year before that was Bayern and PSG, which was meh. And obviously that was a Champions League final with no fans, so it was a really fucking... And it was on a Sunday, so it was a really fucking weird final. Before that was... Oh, Liverpool and Spurs, fucking hell. That was probably the worst final of all of them. Oh my god. The quality of that game was appalling. I enjoyed all of Real Madrid's finals from when they won it 3 years in a row, and the year they beat Atletico in 2014. Those were good finals. I didn't like the Barcelona-Juventus one, but a lot of people did. That one was so boring. Yeah, no, it was terrible. But yeah, as you say, you're actually right. The last two Champions League finals really haven't been great. And I remember like watching the Champions League final in 2021 was even harder to watch because we had just lost the Europa League final, so it was like, oh, this was just like, it was like, okay, yeah, grand, Man City didn't win it, and you know, at least I don't have to worry about them having a European Cup. But like, it was hard to even enjoy that, you know. And obviously, I don't really like Chelsea either, but in those circumstances, I didn't mind Chelsea winning it. Well, that's a hell of a ball. But yeah, the Europa League finals have been quite good. United and Villarreal was a very intense game. I can't really remember if it was a good game or not because I was so like concerned. And you know what? Like, this is more of a personal thing. I watched that game with two people I don't talk to anymore, so it wasn't really an enjoyable experience anyway. But I remember Sevilla and Inter Milan in 2020. That was a really good final. I was a bit disconnected from it just because we had just lost the semi-final, and I was like, oh, this should have been United. But yeah, one of the Europa League finals were good. Obviously I enjoyed 2017 for obvious reasons. The Real Madrid back-to-back wins, probably the last time it was decent. Yeah, they were good games. They were really good games. But yeah, like the last few finals, as you say, it's a shame, like, because it's, you know, the biggest game in club football. Oh, but it just hasn't really lived up to the hype, which is unfortunate. One of my favourite finals in 2013, that was a proper final. Like, as a neutral, that's one of my favourite finals I watched that I was watching as a neutral. Yeah, there's been some great finals over the years, but not in recent years. But hopefully next year's final will not be between any English teams. Well, actually, let me take that back. If Spurs are in it, then I wouldn't mind seeing Spurs win it. But if it's any of the other three, then I'm like, nah. There's Tyrrell. Go on, lad, have a run. Kutcha. He's in good form at the moment. Dylan Tyrrell. Oh, good save. 2013 was really good. Yeah, that was one of my favourite finals. And I hate saying it, but I remember at the time going, Jesus Christ, Jurgen Klopp. I know Dortmund lost, but it was just like, he's a really fucking good manager. And obviously we were talking about, at that stage, oh, how he'd do in the Premier League. Fuck. That's annoying. 1-0 down to Villa. I almost went to the 2011 final, but plans fall through. Oh man, the 2011 final. I was so gutted after it. Now listen, credit to Barcelona. They played some brilliant football. Oh my god, it was just a crushing final. Oh, Dylan Tyrrell. Yes! Get in. I still like Klopp. I respect Klopp. I respect him as a manager. I think he seems like a nice fella. But I just really fucking don't like Liverpool, as everyone knows. And I find it hard to... Like, even Villa, who are playing at the moment, it's funny, the man who just popped up on my screen is the guy I was just about to start talking about. I normally had, like, a bit of a soft spot for Villa, but now I feel like I just can't get on with them because of Gerrard. Never liked Steven Gerrard. Never did. Never will. Ugh! God. But yeah, it's just rooted in me that I hate Liverpool. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, I remember when Rooney got that equaliser. It's just so annoying because like we've never come close to winning the Champions League since, really, because in the years after that, we got knocked out in the group stage the following year. The last 16 the year after that. Quarterfinals the year after that. We weren't in it the year after that. Group stage again the year after. Kutcha running around in circles here. Oh, but it nearly paid off. I think the keeper got a touch onto the post. We were in the Europa League in 2017 as we just missed that chance. We won that. Last 16 of the Champions League in 2018. 2019 was quarterfinals where we got battered. And yeah, the last few seasons in the Champions League haven't been good either. Group stage and round of 16. So that's the sad thing, is we actually just haven't done that well in the Champions League. It's mad. I was at the last game that United won in the Champions League at Old Trafford in a knockout game. I was there. It's the only Champions League game I've ever been to, in 2014 against Olympiacos when Van Persie got the hat-trick. I was there that night. And we haven't won a knockout match in the Champions League at Old Trafford since then. Which is mental. So, obviously we won't be in the Champions League this season, but I really, really hope when we're back in it, whenever that may be, that we really can give it a good run. It's just, like, the league is always, if I can only win one trophy in a season, I'll always pick the league, but I love winning the league and the Champions League. I remember my friend saying United were going to lose 5 and 6-0, and I said United win 2-1, but the Messi powers proved too much. Messi got a goal, a very good goal. David Villa probably got the best goal that day, though, for Barcelona. I still think Rooney's was the best goal overall, just to build up to it, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. But, you know what, the 10-11 season is actually one of my favourite seasons to look back on, especially in the league. But obviously it was just a disappointing way. It's mad, I was in first year in school. So I don't know how that works in the UK. It was my first year of secondary school, so whatever, I don't know what year that is in the UK, but yeah, it's just mad to think that was 11 years ago. Life goes really fast. Like, a lot of the people who I would have been friends with back then, I don't really keep in touch with anymore. Like, it's mental. Apart from, like, you know, Porg and Alex, who I do Celtic Codec with. But I was friends with them even before that year. But yeah, what a mental time. 10-11 is when we beat Liverpool's record. It was indeed. I still remember the game when we did it. Rooney scoring the equaliser against Blackburn at Ewood Park. Drew 1-1 to win the league. Oh, it was a great moment. And the fact that a Scouser knocked Liverpool off their perch made it even better. It was a great season. It was a great season. Dylan Tyrrell. Oh, brilliant. Dylan Tyrrell, the man with that magic touch. The Chris Angel of the team. Chris Angel's name has come up a lot recently. I don't know why. But brilliant bit of work there from Dylan Tyrrell to get that in. And we take the lead at Villa Park. Rolled it past the keeper. Actually, in 10-11 as well, the Europa League final that year was in Dublin between Porto and Benfica, which was kind of cool. At the Aviva, which is a lovely stadium. I hope the Champions League final is in Dublin one day. We have the stadium for it. I mean, there's one stand. I think it's the west stand of the Aviva. It's a bit small, but if they built an extension onto that, we could definitely host the Champions League final. It's hosting the Europa League final in a couple of years, actually, because it was supposed to host games at the Euros, but because of COVID we couldn't. Dylan Tyrrell, save, hat-trick, a third hat-trick in 2 episodes for Dylan Tyrrell. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Lads, we could be winning the league this year. I really believe this team can win the league, and with the signing I'm planning on making in January in midfield, I think we've got an even better chance. The home record that season was mental. The away was the complete opposite, but the signing of Hernandez and peak Berbatov season, I do have good memories. Yeah, we drew a lot of games away from home that season. We drew a lot of fucking games. But yeah, and at home there was only one game we didn't win in the league, which was against West Brom, 2-2. Chicharito actually scored his first Premier League goal that day, which is a fun bit of trivia. And yeah, Berbatov was fantastic that season. And another great thing actually about knocking Liverpool off their perch that year was that Michael Owen actually played enough games to get a Premier League medal, despite only scoring 2 goals in the league. So that made it kind of funny as well, that, you know, their star boy from, you know, the late 90s and early 2000s was now a rotational player at best for us, but still had more success in the Premier League. Now, Michael Owen in his first season at United, up until he got injured, was actually very good. Obviously, we all remember the goal against City, the hat-trick in the Champions League, scored in the League Cup final, which was on my birthday that year, which was great. Ooh, good save by Ramsdale. So Michael Owen that year actually contributed towards a lot, and I actually thought we kind of missed him when he was injured, because he was a handy player to have to bring off the bench if he needed to sneak a goal in. And as I say, a good rotational player as well. Going to bring on Sarr. And who else did I bring on? I'll bring on Goddard again, why not? But obviously the following season he didn't do that well. I remember he got 2 goals in the League Cup against Scunthorpe. We beat them 5-2. Chris Smalling got his first goal for United as well that day. And he also scored against Bolton away, and he scored in the last home game of the season against Blackpool. And actually, it's funny, we only conceded 1 goal in the first half at home that season, and it was in that game against Blackpool. We beat them 4-2 the day they got relegated. Rooney overhead kick and Berbatov hat-trick are my standout highlights. Yeah, that overhead kick was amazing. That was on my nan's birthday. And yeah, Berbatov's hat-trick against Liverpool. And he obviously got 5 as well against Blackburn, which was cool as well. And then he got a hat-trick against Birmingham in a 5-0 win. So yeah, Berbatov was brilliant that year. Loved Owen after he scored late against City. He was a good cup player. Yeah, I actually really liked Michael Owen at United. I actually have a jersey at home with Michael Owen's name on the back in my parents' house, but probably doesn't fit me now. But I had the Champions League badge on it as well, which is really cool. No, I really liked Michael Owen. And I still have a bit of time for him. Listen, I know he can be a bit boring at times, and he can be a little bit... Sometimes it's like he doesn't know where his loyalties lie, but I don't mind Michael Owen as much as everyone else does. I think he's okay. He's okay in small doses. I wish he could have scored against Liverpool. I was disappointed that he couldn't. I was disappointed he couldn't score against Liverpool, but look, he got the league title. That's all that matters. St. Maximin. Oh, good save. If you're a good or decent person, I have time for... Yeah, that's it. That's it. At the end of the day, it's only football. I love it. It drives me mad sometimes, but it's just a game at the end of the end of the day. Why is that so hard for me to say? I'll bring on Gabby just because he mightn't have many more appearances left in him, because we will be selling him. There's only a couple of minutes left as well. But yeah. But I am looking forward to the season coming back. It's been missed. It has been missed. Ponce! Ooh, unlucky. Gavi, good ball in. Dylan Tyrrell, unlucky. Hodgson, no. And that's another 3 points. Had to come from behind against Villa. Once again, Dylan Tyrrell with the hat-trick. He's bringing home the match ball. As always, I have hope for us, but we'll see how they get on. Yeah, well, look, at the end of the day, there's reason to be positive. Obviously, we've had reasons to be positive in the past as well, and it didn't go to plan. But look, I'm optimistic in terms of I'm keeping my expectations low. I'm not coming in with this like false, because like last season, for example, after the transfer window, we had this false sense of, wow, we could actually really do something this season, especially then when we signed Ronaldo. But this season, it's like, okay, none of us are expecting to win the league. We know top four is going to be a battle. Even winning the Europa League isn't as straightforward as some might think it is. Like, the Europa League is a very competitive tournament as well. But I think if things go right, we can have a decent season and build foundations for the future. Still hope we can sign a few players and get rid of players who should be moved on. Yeah, hopefully. That remains to be seen. But, yeah, as you say, we hopefully will have a few updates as time goes on. Right, Fulham up next. Who was I scouting here? I don't even remember this. Oh yeah, this right back from Valencia who's left-footed. I was scouting a few fullbacks just because I do think I'll probably get another right back in the summer. We do have this game against Fulham, which I will sim. I might make a couple of changes just to freshen up the team. I'll put Goddard in for this game. I'll put Santos on for this game. I'll bring in Bell. Sarr, because he's only content. Mingueta. I'll actually bring in Gavi as well, why not? And we'll quick sim this. Let's see how it goes. 1-0. Dylan Tyrrell, get in there. Who's your tip for the league? It's a tough one to call, really, because I can't see anybody but the two that have been going at it for the last few years winning it. It will either be Man City or Liverpool. And not that I ever want either of those two teams to win it anyway, but this year it becomes even more difficult because if Man City win it, they win it 3 years in a row, and so far we're the only team in Premier League history to do that. Now, the one thing we'll still have over them is that we've done it twice, but I still don't want them to do it at all. But if Liverpool win it, then they jump, or they go level with us on league titles, and I also don't want that to happen. So I'm hoping, like, I don't know, Spurs can pull off an upset, because I don't expect us to do it, but it's tough. I mean, I'll say Man City, just because maybe Haaland gives them the edge, but I don't think it'll be any different from the last few years. It'll be one of those two. As an Ajax fan, you have no idea what a bad manager United... sorry, let me try that again. As an Ajax fan, you have no idea what a bad manager Man U got. Ajax results really hide his bad points, especially in the years it went extremely well. All ideas came from our current coach. But would you be saying that if Ten Hag had stayed at Ajax? That's all I'll say. I'm not sure on City. They've sold more and don't have enough squad depth, and Haaland is injury prone. He is, but I just... For some reason, like, Liverpool always, as well as they do, they always get some strange results during the season. They're just... I don't know. Maybe it's just because I really, really don't want Liverpool to win it, and I'm just... I don't... Even if I really believe they're going to win it, I don't like predicting it. But I don't know. It's going to be an interesting season. It'll be a funny old season. Who's texting me now? Oh, okay, cool. We've got Brighton up next. Okay, Brighton are also 17th. Okay, you know what? I'm going to quick sim this as well, but I'll do it with the first team. Well, that was a fucking mistake. Ah, that's annoying. I should have known better. Brighton turn into Barcelona when they play us. And by Barcelona, I mean the Barcelona of 2011. Or 2015. The good Barcelona teams. Ah, look, whatever. Fuck, it doesn't matter. Right, Silva's gone on loan. Butcher is gone. Arango's gone. O'Brien's gone on loan. Hullett's gone on loan. Oliveira's gone on loan. Gavi's gone. And that's it. I was wishing for him to leave for 3 years. I think most Ajax fans don't like the players he brought in, and we had a whole saga. The players had to step in and tell him his tactics need to stop. It's the first I've heard that, Rico, to be honest. Listen, I respect everyone's opinions, but I think we've brought in a very good manager. So that's all I'll say. I think it's a little bit unfair, that criticism, and look, you're an Ajax fan, so I know you saw it a bit. I'm very happy with the appointment. But anyways, Gavi is gone. Gavi's gone. It's time to bring in the new midfielder. I do think Chelsea is a dark horse. Yeah, Chelsea are a funny one as well. Let me just I just want to get this signing done, because I really, really want to bring in... Here he is, Carlos Soler. One of my favourite players that I have ever used in FIFA. One of my favourite players in real life as well. Right. Let's offer it just above his value and see what they say. Okay, 76 million. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. They want a 10% sell-on clause. Let's go 63.5. Get in there. Get in. Oh, I'm so excited about this signing, lads. I fucking love Carlos Soler. He was my captain in the Valencia career mode in FIFA 20. And funnily enough, we're reuniting the Valencia partnership we had in midfield for that career mode. It was Soler and Donny van de Beek. It was just before Donny went to United, actually. So we'll agree to the crucial first team player. We'll get him on a 5-year deal. Doesn't want a release clause, which is surprising for a Spanish player, but I will happily accept that. We'll offer him... I'm going to go 80 grand a week. Okay, he wants 92 grand a week. 4.2 million if he scores 25 goals. Right, let's get rid of that bonus. I'll just round it up and give him 100 grand a week. And the signing bonus can stay. Get in there. This is another man I want to bring in. Albert. I'm just going to call him Ziggler. I don't know if it's Ziegler or whatever, but as a wrestling fan, I'm going to call him Ziggler. If you know, you know. So he's worth 9 million. So I just offer 10. I always like to offer just a little bit above the value. Okay. No. Let's go 12.5. Cash in on Ziggler. If you know, you know. 13.4 to 15% sell-on clause. 10% sell-on clause. There we go. Not that I plan on selling him, but there we go. Butcher, I wasn't really... oh, crap, I fucking forgot to negotiate the deal. Butcher was a good player, but I don't know. He didn't really seem to fit being a winger, because we don't play with cams anymore. And I feel like this guy, Ziggler, can do a job as a centre-forward, and he can do a job out in the wing as well. We will convert him to be a winger. We'll go rotational, which he's happy with. We did try signing him as a free agent, and we insulted him with the wage offer. But then he took less to go to New York City, which was interesting. We'll go 5-year deal. 5-year deal, which is good. No release clause as well, which he's happy with. And I'm just going to accept that wage. Fuck it. What did you make of Raw? I didn't watch the full show. I did just catch the highlights. From what I saw, it looked pretty good. Listen, it was Triple H's first night on the creative side. You know, looking after being in charge of it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I see. Well, I can't speak English at the moment. My thing with wrestling is that I tend to I just binge watch all of it at the end of the week, but I will catch the highlights just to see what happened. It's a shame about Riddle. Obviously, the news came out today that he will not be wrestling at SummerSlam, which is disappointing. But I know Rollins has said that, you know, the report now is that Rollins won't be wrestling at SummerSlam, but I reckon they'll find something for him. But yeah, listen, from what I heard, Raw was pretty decent, but it'll take time for Triple H to kind of, you know, build up what he wants to do there, and but I'm excited for it. There's reason to be optimistic. So it's going to take him 8 weeks to become a right winger. That's not a problem. And Carlos Soler, where is he? Where is Carlos Soler? There he is. So I saw Ziegler has number 19. Salah can wear number... Yeah, I think number 20 actually would be suitably. Where's number 10 for Valencia? But that's Kutcha's number now, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Kutcha's not happy with his contract. Let's sort that out now as we're here. Still wants crucial first team player, that's fine. No extension. I'll give it a year just for the sake of it. Protect the assets. Even though he's got 4.5 years remaining, but whatever. What does he want money-wise? Okay, let's remove the goal bonus and keep everything else. Wants 115 grand a week. We'll go 110. Hope he's happy with that. Oh, God. Grand, look, whatever. Fuck it. We'll just keep him happy. As I'm here, let's just have a look and see what the morale of the team. Okay, so he's unhappy, but he's leaving, so it's not really a big deal. All these lads are out on loan. We've got a lot of fucking players out on loan, actually. Salah, we've just signed. Mulholland is there. Yeah, we're trying to sell him. Magellan's fine. Ziegler's fine, because we've just signed him. Sar, DK, Goddard, St. Maximin. Blah, 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 blah. Just gonna see here. Okay, everyone's happy except for him, but he's leaving anyway. When you watch the full show, I noticed the commentary, less camera cuts and zooms, more NXT black and gold styles, and the pacing of the show is better. Yeah, all I've heard is good things, and I'm looking forward to like watching the show in full. I just can't wait for SummerSlam. I really just can't wait for SummerSlam to see like how everything is going to be then. Still getting some scout reports back for some fullbacks. I will keep Matty Cash here for this season. I won't sell him and bring in someone now just because I don't want to ruin the feel of it. He looks like a good right back and he's Irish as well. Cahill Flood. Sorry, it's because I saw this come up. Sergino Dest. Yeah, looks good, but he's roughly the same. I know he's a bit younger. But anyways, we do have this game against Everton. I'll be honest, lads, the FA Cup this season I'm not too arsed about. We've already won it. And I am trying to kind of progress with this career mode as much as I can. So I think for this, I'm just going to completely rotate. We can put Kelleher in goal. Ngueta at right back. DeLuca and Sarr at centre back. Bell at left back. I won't play Soler just yet. I do need to put him into the team though. Sorry, not Goddard. It was supposed to be Ziegler, who I can't find right now. Give me a second. Where is he? There he is. We'll keep Cullen in there. And... oh yeah, Magellan. I don't know how to say his name still. Santos can go there. Goddard can stay there. And DK can go up front. On the bench, I will put Mulholland there. I will put Soler on the bench just because, fuck it, he might come on and do well. And that's that. If we get knocked out, we get knocked out. I'm not really too arsed, because the FA Cup is something we're not going to be putting too much effort into this time round. But it does give some players a chance to get minutes. And it ends up being a 3-3 draw. Great. That means we have to go to a fucking replay, which don't exist anymore in real life. So I don't understand why they still have to be played here. It's very annoying. We've got some players returning from loan because they would have been on 1.5 long loans. So let's have a look at what their rating is now. The players have just come back. Pedersen did go up to a 74. Gardner didn't grow at all from the looks of things, which is a bit concerning, and he's 20 now. Okay, that's not great. We'll put Soler in the team, who would have came on, I can see there, which is good. You seen the new FIFA gameplay trailer? Not yet. Not yet. I will watch it afterwards. So, yeah, it should be interesting. Should be interesting to see. I hear good things, though. Oh, they fucking rearranged. They had to rearrange the Everton game for here, didn't they? Right, I'm just going to sim with the calendar. Fuck it. Okay, we lost 3-1. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And let's get into this game against Leeds. So we're progressing quite nicely here. I will play this game and leave things with the Man City game. I think that makes the most sense. I do want to give Soler, I don't know, it's not technically his debut because he would have played other games, but the first game I'll be using him. Kucha is a bit tired, so we'll give him a rest and bring in Goddard. I'll actually put Ziegler on the bench. Where is he? There he is. Just because he looks very, very tired. Everyone else seems okay for the most part. I'm actually going to give DeLuca a game because I haven't really used him much at all. And yeah, let's go with that. In the snow, yeah, fuck it, let's play in the snow, I don't care. What matches are you looking forward to on SummerSlam? I nearly dropped the remote. I really was looking forward to Riddle and Rollins, but that unfortunately is not happening anymore. Bloody hell, I can't actually think of all the matches off the top of my head. Obviously, we have Lesnar and Roman Reigns, which I personally enjoy their matches, but I understand why people are getting a little bit bored. But hopefully, this might be the penultimate match. Okay, I just went to look up SummerSlam, and it just said, "Did you mean Summer Clash?" No, I think I meant the Summerfest. So let me just get up the card. McAfee and Corbin I actually think is going to be decent because Pat McAfee we've seen can go, and when Baron Corbin has good matches they do tend to be quite good. Lashley in theory should be interesting. Oh yeah, of course, the Mysterios and Judgment Day. That's going to be exciting, and obviously it'll be interesting to see what the story is with Edge. The tag match as well, Usos and Street Profits. That promises to be fire. The women's matches look pretty good too. Yeah, look, it's a good card. I think the match I'm probably most excited for overall is probably the tag match, Mysterios and Judgment Day, because there's been a good story, a good build up to that too. So yeah, exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. And, you know, hopefully we might see some debuts, or not debuts, returns as well. So yeah. Need to get the chat back up now. There we go. Jeff Jarrett, a special ref. Yeah, Jeff Jarrett's a busy man at the moment. Wrestling Ric Flair and refereeing, special guest refereeing at SummerSlam. But fair play to him. Making that money. Making that money. I just realised Carlos Soler is now the captain in the first game I'll ever be using him, which is just fitting because he was my captain at Valencia. Anyways, let's get into it here against Leeds, who did actually beat us earlier this season, so we're out for revenge. But we've progressed quite nicely in this episode, which is good, because I am just desperate to get into the Champions League. Hopefully that bloody glitch won't affect us too much. Oh, great ball. Goddard. Oh, I should have squared it. Soler! Ah, oh, what a moment that would have been. Ooh, Ramsdale, that was risky. Oh, I'm so excited, lad, to have Carlos Soler in this team. He's probably my favourite midfielder to use in the game. And I knew I had to sign him at some point in FIFA this year. It's actually my first time using him this season. This year, like, properly. Not counting, like, rebuilds and stuff, where obviously you just kind of sim through it. This is the first time I'm using him in a career mode this year where I'm actually, you know, playing through it. I do expect him to get a move to the Premier League eventually. The match that's going to be most fascinating is Liv versus Ronda. Yeah, Liv Morgan has had a very interesting rise. I do like her an awful lot. Some people like her for different reasons, which I suppose I can understand. That's a great ball. I will square it this time, and Dylan Tyrrell will do what nobody else does better, and that's put the ball in the back of the net. Get the fuck in there. And it was Soler's ball into Goddard. It was fantastic. learned from his mistakes, squared it in there, and we are 1-0 up. But yeah, Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey. I just made a fart noise at my mouth unintentionally. That was weird. It should be an interesting match. Should be a very interesting match. Dylan Tyrrell's 23rd league goal in 22 games. It is cool to see created players and their progress. And the thing I can't wait about next year's Created Club career mode that I'm planning on doing is that it won't just be one created player. It will be a total of 3. That's going to be quite fun. Well, actually, maybe more. Because I have a bit of an idea that might take a bit of time to set up. But it would be kind of fun. Oh, Tyrrell. Goddard. Oh, brilliant. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Tyrrell into Goddard. 2-0. Oh, lads, this team. I love this team so much. I love this team so freaking much. Even when we rotate, it's just we've just got so many really good players that are just so fun to use. Goddard, literally, been a god of a signing. And that's not an easy finish either. Keeper probably could have done a bit better, but who cares? I'm not sure who Triple H is going to make the champ in the Liv Ronda match. Under Vince, pretty sure Liv was screwed. Yeah, like this is the thing. Like, there's just so many, there's so many talented people now who will be given, you'd hope will be given more of an opportunity. And yeah, you see, it's hard to comment on anything until it happens. Like, that's why I think SummerSlam is going to be very telling, and even the night after, or not the night after, you know what I mean. The Raw after is what I should say. But it's all, a lot of reasons to be optimistic. The new Cole and York combining once again, the white Cole and York. That's what I'm going to call them. But of course, Kutcha has been a brilliant player as well. He's been fantastic. But Goddard is he's just a special player. As I said, he's 78 rated, but he feels like he's 84, 85. You know who was always a great player in FIFA, even though he was only like 70 rated at best, was James Wilson. He was a really good player in FIFA. Good block. That was a good block, and it was important as well. Leeds are coming in here, but Soler with the tackle. I don't know why Leeds are wearing their away kit as well. It clashes way more than their home jersey does. FIFA 15, I used him a lot. Yeah, he was really good. He was really, really good. I remember I signed him in a Preston career mode, and he was fantastic. And obviously I would have used him at United as well. Oh, that's a ball that Hodgson will pick up into Donny van de Beek. Another interesting thing as well about the current state of wrestling is, I wonder will many people defect to WWE who would have left for AEW? I'm not saying it'll all happen straight away, but like people like Adam Cole and, Bryan Danielson maybe. Like, there's certain people who I'm kind of like, they might be a bit more willing to work under a Triple H WWE. Will Gargano come back? I know he's not in AEW, but like, will he come back and work under Triple H? That would be interesting. But we'll see. All will be seen in time. It's Ponce. That's not a bad ball in for Donny. If he can get there, he couldn't. St. Maximum will keep it in. Soler. That was my fault. That was my fault. I should have just held on to it. St. Maximum is offside. We're approaching half-time now. Leeds on the attack. Oh, they could be in here. Come on, ref, blow it up. There we go. It's another good thing, guys, going back and forth. Not many wanted to work under Vince. Yeah, like, that was the thing. And listen, as much as I owe a lot to Vince McMahon for my wrestling fandom. There were definitely people that he probably was never really going to push beyond what he saw of them, if that makes sense. Like, even someone like Sami Zayn, who's like done really well as like an upper mid-card guy, could he get pushed to the next level under Triple H? Like, there's a lot of questions now that will, you know, hopefully be answered the way we want them to be answered. And it's, you know, there's reason, as I've said it before, like, there's reason to be excited. It really is a new era of professional wrestling. Owen Hodgson. Donny. Oh, he's at the post. Tyrrell, is he onside? I think he is. He is. 3-0. And that was a tight angle as well. And Leeds are getting absolutely torn apart here. Oh, Donny's so unlucky there. So unlucky. But he's whacked it in off the post. And Tyrrell was there to tap it home. Gets his second. He just can't stop scoring. He's a man who deserves to be playing Champions League football, and I have no doubt next season that will be a reality. Once that fucking glitch doesn't fuck us over, where we have to forfeit games because there's a mix-up with the coding because they've taken the Russian teams out. Wrestling business is most healthiest when they're putting on good shows like the peak days of Raw and Nitro. Exactly. I want all wrestling to be good. And if all wrestling is good, then it's making more money and it's giving people more places to work, and it just makes for good content all round. It'll give AEW a good kick, yeah. Like, this puts AEW in a very interesting position. Like, you know, it's just really exciting, to be quite honest. Oh, Ponce. Good man. It's a good ball by Donny into Tyrrell. Oh, thought that was one of my players. I don't know why I didn't change Leeds jersey. I didn't even really take or pay much attention, to be honest. It's just a very strange jersey to put them in when you look at how dark our kit is as well. But anyways, here's St. Maximin. That's a good run. Oh, just behind Goddard. God, Matty Cash is fucking slow for a fullback. I mean, I'm tempted to include him in a swap deal, maybe, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to overdo it just yet. St. Maximin gets completely taken out. Castagna will pick up the yellow. Take the free kick short, out to DeLuca. Come on, lad, have a run. Ah, shit. Unlucky. Unlucky. Might have to make some changes as well in a minute, because we do have Man City up next, who, despite not having a great season so far, will still be a tough team to play against. Leeds just scored a very good goal from Rodrigo, another former Valencia man, which is annoying. Soler is a little bit tired, so I will take him off and bring on Cullen. Tyrrell is fine. Goddard's fine, because Kutcher will probably come in. It is, yeah, I think I'm going to give Ziggler a go on the right. Just give him a game. And yeah, that's all we'll do for now. Leeds do pull one back, the bastards. We do make these changes, so let's see. How does he feel? Here he is. I can already tell he's got a bit of pace about him. So that's interesting. Oh, bollocks. Oh, shit. Oh, don't throw this away. No! Oh my fucking god! Oh no! Oh, don't fucking tell me. Don't fucking tell me they're gonna do this. I bloody hate this game, man. Ziegler's here to show the world what he's made of. If you know, you know. Bloody... Oh, this game can be so frustrating. Oh, go on, Malacia. That's a hell of a run. Tyrrell Malacia! Oh, just needed more power. Oh, it does wind me up when you're battering a team for 70 minutes and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they just get right back into it. Tyrrell for another hat-trick. Oh, get in. Okay. There we go. We can relax a small bit now. There, he's telling me, just relax. Keep it calm. 4-2. Leeds nearly pulling off a hell of a comeback. But Tyrrell once again is taking on the match ball. That's 4 hat-tricks in the last 2 episodes. Which is insane. And that's a lovely finish on his weaker side as well. They don't get much better than that. 4-2. "25 goals and 22 appearances in the league. Unfrickin' real. Let's not concede again. They've already shown they can score twice. When they want to. See, like, I score and now I can't get the bloody ball off them. Oh, okay, that's out for a goal kick. No problem. I don't really want to bring on Santos for Donny. I think I'll leave Donny on just because I don't really have anyone else to go into the midfield. Unless, actually, Ponce, I feel like... Okay, never mind. I was going to say he could probably do okay there, but no. I mean, what does Santos get there? And he gets a -1, actually, to be fair. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Donny is a bit tired. And there is only 5 minutes left, so... It's not too bad. We do have Man City up next, so we'll give him a bit of a rest before then. Santos, who I've actually been very happy with lately, can get a chance to stretch his legs. God, it is tough to play in the snow. Even in FIFA. Oh, my referee! Patson Daka, what are you doing, lad? That was pure frustration, I think, taken over there. But let's just pass it around. There's no need to do anything silly with the ball. And then, see, as soon as I say that, like shit like that happens. Do you know what I mean? It's so fucking annoying. Oh, if they score again, I'd be fucking so annoyed. And they fucking have, like this, like 4-3 does not tell you the story of this game. 4-3 makes it sound like, oh, this was a really close game. Leeds could have... We were battering them. And then out of nowhere, it was just like, oh no, Leeds are actually good now. Like, it's so fucking... I'm actually so annoyed. Goddard. Oh, Tyrrell ran away from it for some reason. We get the win, but honestly, that's a really fucking annoying scoreline. Because Leeds didn't deserve to score 3. They didn't, like. There's a man who deserved to score 3, Dylan Tyrrell. But that was... it was such a good performance. And then, like, just out of nowhere, Leeds just started playing really well. But anyways, look, it is a win. But I remember thinking... Yeah, Leeds did nothing until they scored the first goal. But like, I was like, oh, this is really good for our goal difference now. But now it really fucking doesn't matter. How has the manager rating gone down? Fuck off. But yeah, this is the table. We're 3 points clear. So that means Chelsea must have dropped points. Chelsea, they did. They lost to Newcastle, so that's good. The goal difference, it's slightly, but like it could have been fucking. So if we'd won 4-0, what would it have been? I don't know. I'm shit at maths, but it would have been more than that. United have completely fucking. Okay, United are 10th now. City have actually jumped up a bit. This is a very fucking strange season, but we are still top. But let's go up to this Man City game. Oh, fucking hell. I just clicked on the menu, or the table again. Oh, these menus can be so laggy when they want to be. That actually has proper fucking annoyed me. But I will have a look at the player stats there now in a second before we wrap up. Just a moment. So, yeah. Goals-wise, it's obviously Tyrrell who's top. He has 32 goals now in 28 appearances with 10 assists on top of that. That is absolute quality. Goddard is second, 11 goals and 12 assists, and he's not even one of the regular starters. Or he's not one of the main starters, which is crazy. Kutcha is starting to get a bit back into form. He's 27 now, so there is a part of me that's tempted to sell him. It's tough because it's like I want to see him in the Champions League, but I reckon if we got a good amount for him, because like in season 4 there's going to be some amount of centre forwards that are, you know, very highly rated with regens and all that, and it might be time to move him on. I love Goddard and I would love to start him, but I just think, you know, he's happy with that rotational player role, squad role I should say. So that's why I'm kind of like, anyway, he is only 78 rated, even though he feels a lot higher, which is why I wouldn't mind bringing in another player there. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, 5 goals and 15 appearances in the league is not great, but he has been in better form recently. But again, look, we'll see. How much is he worth, actually? 63 million. Actually, how much is Dylan Tyrrell worth? I have to see this. 152.5 million. That is crazy. 90 rated at 25 years old. That's a really good age to be 90 rated. On a 6-year contract as well, we have him, which is brilliant. Yeah, a lot of these loan players as well. I'm going to have to look at selling some of them because I think we just have too many players in certain positions. Like, I mean, like Mulholland, as much as I want to use him, like, De Oliveira is 4 ratings higher, and he's a year younger. He's worth 2 million more, so that's going to have to be looked at. Hodgson is doing really well. I have every intention in the world of keeping him. He does decent as a centre forward too, but I do think he's quite suited to that wing position. Pedersen is okay to have for now. Yeah, he's a handy rotational player. McNamee is just going to leave. Who else came back from loan? Oh, it was Gardner, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it's time to let go of Gardner. He's just not good enough. Went out on loan for a season and a half and virtually has grown like very... I think he was 68 rated when he went out, and he's come back at a 69. That's kind of disappointing. Is anyone running out of contract that I should keep an eye on? No, actually. Which is good to see. Yeah. Right. I think that's all I want to do, lads. I am going to have a look through some right backs here off stream. And if I see a deal that I want to do, I may do it off stream and explain it in the next one, which leads me nicely into this chat here. When you next thinking of streaming. So what time is it now? It's 20 to 12 now. I might record straight out of Klein right now, which means that I will be able to stream again tomorrow. So yeah, I think I'll be on again tomorrow. Yeah, take this as not a guarantee, but I'm 90% sure I'll be streaming tomorrow, and I look forward to it. I won't be on Friday. That's one thing I can guarantee, because I'll be away on Friday. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I will stream tomorrow unless something changes. But I'm 90% sure I will stream tomorrow. And yeah, until then, thank you all so much. Thank you, Rico. Good night to you too, pal. Thank you, JJ, as always. Appreciate your support, man. And yeah, I will talk to you all on the next